Hi everyone, my name's Kate Kalthoff and welcome to a Stamping to Share video. Today I'm going to share with you this cute lumberjack image in a card, and it looks like this. It's just darling, and it's so easy to put together. You actually stamp the shirt separately so that you can make that shirt any color that you want. I'll show you how to do that. And then on the inside it says, "Would you be mine?" So this is a great Valentine card, very appropriate for those of us that live near lumberjacks, which actually in Minnesota, Wisconsin, California, places like that, we do have lots of lumberjacks. Here's the stamp set. It's in the 2015 Spring Occasions catalog from Stampin' Up! And it has some great images, great for coloring with our blendabilities too. And then of course there's always ideas in the Stampin' Up! Catalogs to help you come up with designs for different stamp sets that you purchase. And so let's get started. The first thing that we're going to need, of course, will be a base card. This is soft suede. It's 5.5 by 8.5 and scored at 4 1/4. I'm going to use my bone folder, and we are going to just make a nice crease right here so that our card will lay flat while we work with it. The next piece of paper that we're going to use is the inside panel. We're just going to go ahead and stamp that, get it out of the way. This is 4 by 5 1/4, and it's a piece of very vanilla cardstock. So let's go ahead and do a little stamping. We're going to use our stamp pad. We always want to do that when we're working with photopolymer stamps. It'll give you a little bit better image as you're stamping. We're also going to use our black Memento ink, which will not stain your photopolymer. And it's also very good for blendability pens. So we're just going to stamp the "Would you be mine" right here, not quite halfway down the page, and then we're going to stamp the slice of wood right here. Has a nice heart in it. And so then we're going to take our light cherry cobbler blendability marker, and using the fine tip end, we're going to go in and just color that heart like so. How cute. And then to put it together, we're just going to use a little bit of snail, and we only need to run a little bit of snail along the back side here. I'm going to set this on our card right here so that all of the edges are even, and we have our inside panel complete. So now let's work on the outside panel. The outside panel is going to be a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 inch cardstock. This is in Crumb Cake from Stampin' Up! And we are going to layer that with some Designer Series paper. This is our Specialty Typeset Designer Series paper. It's cut at 2 by 4 inches, and it's the one that has all the ads on it. And so to layer that up, again, I'm just going to take a little bit of snail, since we're working with that right now. I'm going to set that along the bottom edge of this Crumb Cake paper, and I'm going to press that down so we've burnished that on. And then we're going to add a natural chevron ribbon strip right here along the bottom, and we are going to use a little bit of Scotch tape to secure that around to the back. So we're just going to set that right in the middle of that Designer Series paper, and then we're going to flip it around and secure it in the back with a little bit of Scotch tape. And this is ready to go. Now we can go ahead and put this on our card front, and we're going to do that with some fast fuse. And the reason I'm using fast fuse is I really don't need to secure all of these edges so tight, especially since we have a ribbon wrap here. So we want it a little bit loose and a little bit more breathable. So we're just going to use fast fuse along the top and the bottom, and I guarantee you that will stick. That is some really sticky stuff. Just be careful when you're using fast fuse to always give a flick to the right before you lift it up so that you don't end up with those kind of spaghetti-like strings, which will mess up your fast fuse. That's kind of annoying when that happens. And then let's go ahead and do some stamping. So we have 2 more panels. This is what we're going to layer our images on. The very vanilla panel is 2.5 by 3 1/4, And then our soft suede panel is 3/16 of an inch larger, 2 11/16 by 3 7/16. And let's go ahead and do a little stamping. Again, we're going to take our Lumberjack, and using our Memento black ink, we're just going to ink up the Lumberjack. We're going to bring in the stamp pad, and we are going to stamp our Lumberjack right here. Give him a nice press, and beautiful. Now the next step is to grab that shirt that I was talking about, and we're going to make it red. So I'm just inking it up in some real red ink off to the side here. And this is what's so cool. You can just position it right over your Lumberjack and go straight down. And you have a perfectly stamped shirt right onto your Lumberjack. Can you see how great that turned out? I just love that. Now to accent it, I would go ahead and go in with some blendabilities, and using the fine tip again, I would color in the axe, and I would color the hat, which I'm not going to do for you because I did that on a different one. And then I would do the little round cheeks. I would use my pink pirouette blendabilities, and this one is the medium. And so, and with the cherry cobbler blendabilities, we're using the light. And if for some reason you would off stamp the shirt and you would need to fill in, I found out that the cherry cobbler light blendabilities works great for that. You can't even tell. In fact, I can do that on this one, and you can just fill in those couple of spots maybe where you were a little bit off on stamping your shirt. And so now we just need to put this onto our card front. And I did go ahead and prepare a panel just to save a little bit of time. So here we have our Lumberjack already colored, and he's up on dimensional. I'm going to set him about here. And then using our itty bitty accents punches, we have the heart punch. And I went ahead and punched out a heart with real red paper, added a glue dot to the back of it, and the finishing touch on this card is just to add a red heart right here. And it is going to look so cute. So there is our completed card. It's just darling. And here is the original one that we started with. Love this, and hope you've enjoyed this too. I'll be sharing more Valentines this week, so stay tuned. If you'd like to order this stamp set, please go to www.stampingtoshare.com, and you have links to place orders from my blog, as long as lots of other ideas to help you with your crafting. I truly appreciate you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.